No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense.
Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman and today, my friends, in my humble, dusty, cold and windy studio in southeast London, I bring you another Irish gin to the show. My friends, let me introduce you to Dingle Gin. And have you ever known a more Irish sounding gin in your life? I'll have a little bottle of the Dingle, so I will. And a lot of you have been suggesting this one for quite some time now, so I'm sorry it's taken so long, but I am here now. Better late than never. That should be the motto of my show. Better late than never. It's on the show, so let's crack on and find out what it's all about. A classic Irish gin that grows in stature year on year from one of the most beautiful parts of Ireland, situated on the wild Atlantic Way in Dingle, County Kerry. Made with water from the distillery's own well and infused with local botanicals such as rowan berries from the mountain ash trees, fuchsia, bog myrtle. I don't know why that's so funny. I don't know why that's so funny. I've never heard of bog myrtle in my life before, but it sounds, I don't know what it sounds. I'm gonna have to look it up. So apparently it's just some sort of shrub that grows around sort of, well, bogs basically. It's about less than a metre tall and it's green. Anyway, back to the list. Heather and hawthorn. It's a true taste of the Kerry landscape, so it is. Ah, but Jesus, I love doing the Irish accent, so I do. I might do it for the rest of the video. Actually, I'm not sure that's a good idea. I don't think I could keep it up. Anyway, let's get the old top off and have a good old sniff, shall we? Now, it's got one of these tricky things. Oh, no, hang on. No, I think it's all right. Let's chuck that down there, and that excellent way straight in. And of course, it does have a cork. So we know what that means. It's the good old Irish cork test, so it is.
The good old Irish cork test, so it is.
So do we have a squeak? No squeak, just a rustle of the label left on there. Cork test, full pull, here we go. Not bad, about medium to low range, I'd say. But of course it doesn't matter because it's just a bit of fun. So then, this is going to be an interesting one because half of those botanicals, I've literally no idea what they taste like. I've not even heard of some of them before. As I say, like a bog myrtle. I don't know what a bog myrtle tastes like at all. I don't spend many time in bogs, believe it or not. However, oh, hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Let's get the old nostrils in there. So here we go. Oh, it's kind of a fresh, you can tell there's a lot of herbaceous stuff gone into there. It's not kind of thick and heady with the juniper, that sort of that sort of thing. All kind of light and fresh and kind of plant-like. Ooh, with a little tiny zizzle of citrus going through it as well. That smells very, very nice. I'm suppressing a burp again, as you can probably tell. There we go. Hopefully I edited that one out. What ABV is it? Can't see, doesn't bloody say. 42.5, so we're not messing about on the ABV. It's nice and strong, as we'd expect from a good old Irish gin. Let's get the tonic in there, shall we? So here we go, my friends. Irish Dingle Gin, all the way from, well, Ireland, obviously. I say to thee, cheers. Oh, wow, I tell you what, straight away, this gin's got balls. We've tried a few recently which are down at sort of like the 40%. We had a bit of a run of 40% ABV gins. That one, you can definitely tell it's got a little bit more fire up its arse straight away. It's kind of weird because, as I expected, it's difficult to identify a particular flavour because they're all kind of weird. But what I can say is they're kind of blending together. You get, as I say, a kind of a herby kind of plant-like quality in there, which doesn't necessarily sound particularly nice, but on this occasion it is. And it's kind of sort of balanced with those citrus flavours. It didn't talk about the sort of citrus elements they've put in. I presume they've got like a base of sort of usual gin-esque type botanicals as well as those weird ones. But what I do know is they've balanced them very, very nicely. Definitely a floralness there, but it's kind of what I'd describe as a countryside floralness. I don't know if that makes sense. Something that was hewn and grown there's a wildness about it. There's a kind of a wild bushness about it. Bushness, not sure if that's a word, but I think you know what I mean. But whatever the qualities of these kind of wild, bushy kind of plants, they've kind of come together and made a nice, I'd say a floral sweetness is the best way to describe it, but a very, very natural one. There's nothing kind of artificial in there. Perhaps like you might find with some of the fruitier ones, like that sort of strawberry beefeat or something like that. Very, very nice, but very, very kind of man-made. This tastes natural and sort of, you can almost sort of smell the sort of the fresh Irish air about it. Interestingly, I thought it was going to be, with all this sort of strange odd flavours, I thought it was going to be one that was really kind of bold and original. I'd say it's leaning more towards the standard gin flavour, just with a slight tweak of all those sort of rather unusual botanicals. So then let's give it a go neat, see if anything else comes to the fore. So here we go. Yeah, oh yeah, a little bit more. Nice hit of alcohol, as you can probably tell, especially when you breathe it into the throat, but I'd say those flavours are a little bit more muted. It's more overpowered by the strength there. They're definitely coming alive once more. I think it's definitely better enjoyed in a tonic. So then, my friends, so then, what's it going to cost you? How many little Irish pennies are you going to have to fork out? Is there an Irish penny? I don't think so. But how much are you going to have to pay for it? It's not a mainstream, but I think it's been around for a while. It's kind of poking a few tendrils into the mainstream, I'd say. So I'd want it to be between 30 and 40 pounds. And this little fella comes in at a very pleasing 34 pounds, which equates to about $46.39. And me friends, I think that's a very reasonable price for a very excellent gin with a little bit of a unique tweak to it. So then guys, so to sum up, I think it's definitely up there with one of the great core gins. It's not going to be something that's extremely unique, just a tiny bit unique, just a few. It's core gin with just a flurry of uniqueness around it, but it doesn't spread too widely, if that makes any sense at all. However, it is certainly what I would call an excellent gin. It's up there with the best of them, and to be honest, if I was going to have the choice between a mainstream like just a normal Tanqueray or something, you know, with all the heritage and everything we know, then solid sort of reputation Tanqueray and Beefeater, for example, if I was given the choice between them, I'd probably go for this every time, because it's got that same reliability of a good gin, but with a little flourish of something else, and I like that, and I'm happy. So guys, thank you very much for watching today. I hope you're pleased now, because as I say, many people have suggested Dingle Gin to be on the show, and now it has done. You asketh, and I giveth. And what better way to show your appreciation than subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. If you have already, then indeed, press the like button on this video and the bell icon so you get notified when my new videos come out. And if you want to show your appreciation even more, you could always head over to my Patreon page, become a patron, or click the join button below this video to become a YouTube member. Can you imagine how that would change your life immeasurably? But until next time, guys, you all know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my wonderful patrons and YouTube members, and of course, keep drinking the gin.